guys, we're here at the Vicksburg Historical Society Depot Museum. They've got some train cars over here, but we're gonna go in and check this place out. They're gonna give me a little tour, I guess, and this ought to be pretty cool. Jane was telling me that some of her ancestors used to harvest ice off the lake for ice boxes back in the day, and they've got some tools and pictures in here, so let's check it out. All right, so here we are, and we actually just went through the depot here, which is really cool in itself, and there was 2 trains that went by, but they've got this caboose, and they've got a cargo car up here that we just walked through, and I'm just going to take you guys back through and show you a few things that I thought was kind of cool. I think this is awesome that they even have this here, but right, first thing they got here is this is a caboose whistle. It says it was mounted on the outside of the caboose. The whistle was used to sound an alert at crossing when a train was backing up, so that's kind of cool. You always think about the horn when you're going forward, but you never think about when it's backing up. So just to get a good look here, and there is some seats up here, although they don't let you go up there anymore, Jane said. But so this would have been a caboose. They have this little wood stove here, which I have seen this kind of wood stove before. Never really understood what it was for, but you can see that they use them in these cabooses for making coffee and cooking food for the workers. And this would have been, you know, where the workers would have sat and ate a meal, where they would have slept, maybe waited here, or maybe slept here on the benches as they were waiting for their shift. And then in this cargo car, this is really cool in here. There's they have a bell here that you can press, and it still makes sound. That's for a crossing signal bell. Here's another caboose whistle. Here's a coupler pin. Here's a coupler link that pin would have gone in. Some big wrenches. These are a lot bigger than the wrenches I have found. Might have to go on the other side of this display here. But they have all kinds of ice block cutting and harvesting history in here, among other things, among railroad tools and stuff. These are hame covers from horse hame. Here's a horse-drawn ice cutter, and just to give you an idea of how big that is, that's, I don't know, about 6 foot long or so. And that's what they would have attached to a harness and had horses pull that through the ice to cut ice blocks, and I'll show you some pictures of that going on here in a minute. But just some other little knickknacks and photos and stuff here. And then we'll go on the other side of this display case. You see this display case has all kinds of neat little stuff in it. But on this other wall over here, you've got more. That's a pike pole and some ice tongs. Another pike pole down there, which, you know, firefighters use pike poles now for pulling ceiling material and stuff out when there's house fires. But here's a handheld ice saw, ice spade, which is similar to what you would use to go ice fishing. There's another couple tools, some tongs. There's the horse-drawn deal. Down here in this case, there's just all kinds of tools and little knickknacks that they have here from the history of this town. Most of them all donated by somebody at some point. That is a 2-man block mover, it says. You can see that. So it's used to move 200-pound blocks of ice that were used to cool refrigerator cars. Very cool stuff in here. Some more tools over on the other side there. Rail hammers and whatnot. Over here on this wall though, go back over here now, to show you kind of some of the pictures of the ice being harvested, where they cut it out of the lake and then they put it in this chute and shot it all the way up this conveyor into the rail cars. Kind of a pretty big operation, really. Not just your everyday average, icebox blocks. These were for cooling rail cars to haul things like pork and beef and other things that needed to be refrigerated all around the country. So it's pretty cool. Pretty awesome. Some actual pictures here. Things going on. Sweet. All right, well, there's a train going by behind us, but we're gonna go over to the lake where they used to harvest the ice from, which I asked Jane how far away it was. She said you could almost spit in it, and now I can see it right across the road, so we're gonna go check that out. Well, there's not a whole lot to see from this exact spot here, but supposedly this is where they harvested the ice. It was from this lake. Well, not supposedly. This is where they harvested the ice from this lake. And we're literally less than a quarter mile from the train depot.
Yeah.
So that's kind of neat. But this is called Sunset Lake, right here in Vicksburg. And you can't miss it if you drive through town. Or if you do, then you probably blinked.